everyone, this is Jennifer and I'm here with you on a tutorial how to make a laminated dashboard for personal size rings that hold a Project Life size card. So the idea behind this came when I got this Project Life card in my Cocoa Daisy kit that has our favorite Simon on it, and it's double-sided. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't like laminating my Simon cards, and I don't really want to punch them to go on the rings because I like collecting them. So I started looking at some of the dashboards that are out there on the market, and I love them, but they're not really designed to hold this exact size card. So I thought, I'm gonna make a laminated pocket that he can fit in. That way I don't have to laminate him, I don't have to punch holes in him, and then I can reuse this dashboard month after month, and I can see cute Simon's face, and then when I turn my dashboard over, I can see his cute little tail. So I'm gonna show you how to do that, and this is the finished project. You could again do this with any size rings as long as it's kind of big enough to hold the Project Life card. So I'm gonna jump on real quick and show you how to. So I will put in the description the exact size of all of the pieces that I use, because if you've watched any of my tutorials, you know I kind of just like to eyeball things, but I have perfected the measurements for personal size, so I will share those with you. So for this first step, I don't really measure, but I do on the other part. So I'll show you. You're gonna start with an 8.5 by 11 piece of lamination. And as you know, you can open them up. And I'm gonna have the sealed edge over here on the left. And this is very important that you keep the sealed edge for this piece. But I'm gonna use a dashboard that I already know is personal size. And I'm gonna trim this down to personal size, and I'm gonna leave, if you can see, just a very little extra bit. It's gonna be just, because when I trim it down, those edges are gonna be gone. So it's just a smidge bigger than personal size. So now I have this piece that's personal size with the sealed edge, and this piece you're gonna save to make the other pieces. So just set that to the side. I'm gonna trim this lengthwise as well, and again, I'm just leaving it just a little bit bigger than personal size. Okay, so there is the size it's going to be finished. I'm gonna keep that, and then I'm gonna use the scrap to cut some other smaller pieces, and I'll show you those in just a minute. Okay, so out of that scrap, I cut 4 rectangles. 2 that are larger, that will fit this Project Life size pocket, and 2 that are smaller, and they, when they're laminated, make this top section. And I will, like I said, I will put down below the exact measurements. So this is the first piece that we made. I'm gonna have that out. I'm gonna start with my bottom section, the larger rectangles, and this is the important part. So this is the inside, this top rectangle, this is the inside of the lamination sheet. It's the matte side, and then the outside of the lamination sheet, that slick, is gonna be facing in. Then you take that other rectangle that's the same size. This is the outside that's slick. This is the matte side. You're gonna put them together. So right now, when they're together, I have the outside, and I'm sorry, I said that wrong. The inside and the inside of the lamination pouch. So this side is the matte sticky side, this side is the matte sticky side, and the slick sides are together. You're gonna hold those and line them up as well as you can. You're gonna open up your lamination pouch, and you're gonna line them up, leaving a little bit of an edge, because if you don't, then your pouch will not be sealed. So you can see here, I have room to punch once this is done because it's going to go on my rings, and I have an edge here, so that will seal when I run it through my laminator. If you don't leave that edge, it won't be sealed, and I've learned that the hard way, and then it just won't work. Okay, so for the top piece, I'm going to do the same thing, slick side, matte side on the bottom. I'm going to put my slick side to my slick side. So now again, I have the same thing, the matte side and the matte side, which is actually the inside of the lamination pouch, facing out. And you're gonna line this up so that these are nice and straight. And I'm gonna put this right towards the top of my pouch. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And again, I have this edge here and this space here, and that's gonna be what seals when I run it through the laminator. Okay, so all I did was pick that up and run it through the laminator, and it comes out looking like this. Obviously, there are no openings because everything is laminated shut, so we need to open those up now. So what you're gonna do is trim this top edge just a little bit to cut off the top of the lamination, and that's gonna open up this top pouch. There we go. And then this is just the order that I kind of do things in. Now that I have the top pouch open, I'm gonna go ahead and punch this with my hole punch. And I'm gonna use my We Are Memory Keepers Crop-A-Dile Corner Chomper to round the edges. And I like this because it cuts through lamination super easy. So it has a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch option. I prefer the corner or the 1/4 inch. So I'm just rounding my corners. And now I have it punched. And the last thing I need to do is open up this bottom Project Life Size pouch opening. So I'm going to show you how to do that. All you do is set it down on a mat of some sort, use a ruler and a craft blade, and put your ruler down on the top of that pouch as straight as you can, and push pretty firmly all the way across. Sometimes I do that. See, I didn't press firm enough, so now I need to go over it again, which is not a big deal. So now that opening is ready. And the moment of truth, make sure I got my measurements right. There's a Project Life Size card. It fits right in there. It's ready to go in my planner, and then you can put in this top part anything that you want. I put some paper and some die cuts in the one in my planner. But like I said, that's it. You can reuse these every month, so that's super convenient, and display those pretty Project Life cards in your ring-bound planner. If you have questions, email me at happyplaceplanning@gmail.com, and I'd be glad to help you out. That's the quickest way to reach me, or you can leave a comment below and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching. I'm popping back on. I forgot to add this. I'm going to put it in the description below, but just so you have a visual for this measurement, the small rectangle was 3.25 by 2.145 inches, and the large rectangle is 3.25 by 4.25.